everybody, it's Bunny, and today is my perhaps long-awaited rant video. Have you guys awaited this? I know some of you have and some of you haven't. Rant is basically YouTube slang for hopping on board the complaint train, toot toot, next stop Frown Town. So if you don't like complaints and you don't like first world problems, this is probably not the video for you. The world lately is a frightening place. So this, in the scheme of things, is obviously an extremely small, minuscule problem. But like I say in a ton of my videos, I truly view you guys as my family, as my friends. So just like you would get on a phone call and totally tell your best friend the really messed up thing that has been happening, the same for me. I make a video and tell you guys what's been going on. Honestly, this situation has been going on almost 7 months now. It is sheer insanity. Also, people think YouTubers make rant videos to get something or some special treatment, but please rest assured, okay, this video is about a designer brand. They don't care about me. They don't care about what I'm saying, so nothing is going to come from this, I'm sure. So the main reason, if you watched my tea vlog about 2 weeks ago, I think, that I said that this particular situation was enraging me, is because it's not even about something that's mine. It's about a present that I bought for my mom. I am so extremely close to my family, to my parents, and when something is bothering them, it bothers me. You know, rewind in our magical time-traveling DeLorean to when the story all began, which was last summer before my first trip ever to New York City. Dogman and I decided, let's make it a family trip. We invited my parents to come along with us. My mom and my dad, but mainly my mom, has always wanted to go to New York City with me to go visit the fashion district and really the garment district, because we grew up, well, I grew up, my mom and I didn't grow up together. Weird time traveling situation. I grew up with my mom teaching me how to sew. We would sew together. We would make all kinds of clothes, all kinds of costumes, all kinds of stuff. So it's always been a dream of me and my mom's to go to the garment district in New York together and look at all the cool fabrics that you can buy, all the buttons and stuff like that. That summer, my mom and I had gone shopping a ton of times at this big mall that we have in Houston called the Galleria, where all the designer stores are. And we had walked past the Prada store a million times. My mom had absolutely fallen in love with this violet Prada bag. Thank goodness I was able to find a picture of it on the internet. It's got some kind of like super fancy name like the Safino. I don't know how to say any of this stuff, but my mom really fell in love with this bag, and I thought it would be a special treat to get her a special designer handbag. And I thought I would get her this handbag and give it to her as a surprise, like, oh, it's a girl trip. I got you like a nice bag for the trip. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be girls together doing that. You know what I mean? So it was just very special to me because I knew it would be very special to my mom. It's something that she loved. It's something that she cherished. And it's a good bag. You know, it's a good bag, we thought. It definitely was not cheap, but I try and keep like a rainy day fund for like super special things to give as gifts or for special memories, stuff like that. So obviously you buy a handbag from a major handbag designer, you expect the quality to be there, you expect the customer service to be there. Well, you'd think you'd expect the customer service to be there. I kind of have a bone to pick with the fashion industry in the same way that I wish I could make like another rant about the makeup industry. I just wish things were kind of more inclusive. I always feel like high fashion is very elite and very snobby, and in some ways that's very off-putting to me because I've always like loved, you know, looking at Vogue and just growing up and looking at all these fantastic designers, all these fantastic dresses, and it's almost like it's an art form, and I don't feel like art is as kind of like snobby as fashion. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't know what I mean. That's like 10 separate videos that I can make about that, but just kind of like, when you go to these more expensive stores, at least in my mall, it is really a hit or miss if the employees there are going to be kind of like warm and welcoming and being like, hey, let me show you this, or if it's going to be like kind of like almost like a hostile environment. Anyway, so I bought this bag for my mom. Okay, now rewind 5 minutes into the video, rewind to where the actual problem begins. So earlier this year, I think it was May when the problem first happened, my mom was just out shopping or at the grocery store. I'm not sure where it happened. I wasn't there. My mom was carrying this Prada bag that I bought for her, not even a year old, as a shoulder bag because it comes with the option to carry it on your shoulder, or you can carry it, you know, with the smaller handle straps like a handbag. My mom always carries it as a shoulder bag, and she was out shopping one day, and the little ring that holds, it's like a D-ring that holds the clasp, like basically makes the strap. It literally just clunk, like fell off, and the bag like fell and hit the ground is what she told me, which is just mind-numbing for the price of this bag. The fact that it's not even a year old. It's a smaller handbag, so it's not like she's like cramming stuff in it that's too heavy, or there's really hardly any way to misuse a bag to cause it to break. It was like the leather, I guess, just unraveled, it became unstitched, it popped, it broke. Somehow this piece like came undone. And the other thing that she had noticed before, which wasn't really that big of a deal, but it was still just kind of annoying, is some Prada bags and some other designer bags, they have like a little hang tag on it that's kind of like a label, and sometimes you can also like put your information in it. And then sometimes with a Prada bag, it also holds little keys inside of it, or a lock, so you can lock your handbag. It's kind of a good feature. But like the case is like encased in leather, like the little hang tag. I'm gonna try and find a picture so that this stuff is all a little bit clearer. But that literally had already started to like fray on the side. It just didn't look nice. It's not something that you want hanging off of like a nice looking designer bag. And I have a confession to make. When I was in high school, I was once again obsessed with fashion designer bags, and I know now that this is wrong and this is not good, but in high school I did buy quite a few knockoff designer bags, and this is literally the kind of quality that I would get when I would buy like a $20 fake Louis Vuitton bag. I thought it was gonna be really good quality. It's almost like you just buy somebody something that sucks, you know? I don't know, it just made me feel really, really bad. The beginning of this summer, actually it was June 19th, we went to the Prada store because I figured at least hopefully it's under some kind of warranty or something. They didn't really specify if this service is going to be free or not. After all this time, if I get a bill on top of it, I'm gonna like Hades. My head is gonna explode into flames. 6/19 of this year, we took this bag back to the Prada store, and they were like, oh yeah, we'll take it in, we'll ship it to New York, we'll fix it at our special fixing location, like Santa Claus. This sounds like the Grinch. I'm gonna take your ornaments, get them fixed, and then bring it back. Ha ha ha, yeah right. So they said it could take 6 to 8 weeks, which is a long time to me when it's just something that's so minuscule. But I was like, okay, you know, my mom really prefers to carry it as a shoulder bag over a handbag. We'll send it off, we'll get it fixed. If I have to pay for it, whatever. I just want my mom to have her bag back. So we drop it off 6/19. I'm not gonna unfold this paper too much because it has my parents' address on it. So basically, to make an even longer, more agonizing story shorter, here we are, almost December, and we still have not gotten this bag back. I just double checked in my calendar, and yesterday marks the 19th week that this bag has been gone. We keep going back to the store where I bought it from, asking for more extra additional information. Where is it? What happened? Did it disappear? Did somebody steal it from the fixing facility? This is just incredible to me. And it's like every single time they don't really have a direct answer for us. They tell us that it's some parts that they need in Italy or something. I mean, it just sounds like a different wonky excuse to me every single time. And during this process, my dad actually was like trying to do some more research and reading some reviews about this fixing facility in New York, and it literally all has just 1-star reviews, and it's probably because you can't even make a review like giving them a 0, but it's literally just full of this. People saying like, it seems like they don't care, they hardly ever get the stuff back. It's just so many dissatisfied customers, and now I just feel really upset, and I feel like my mom has missed like 2 additional seasons of being able to carry this bag. It's just extremely frustrating, and we understandably want this bag back. I just feel like, I'm like, did you just take this back? I feel like if it was gonna be this long, they should have just offered us a refund or offered us a replacement bag. Honestly, I feel like that's what they should do if the bag is less than a year old and it's clearly some kind of manufacturing defect. I don't even know why like fixing it is even somewhere in this loop. This is like the worst customer service in the world. I get better customer service at Walmart, honestly. And it's not even like the employees at my Houston store or unfriendly or mean or standoffish. It's not really like that. It's just like not a lot of information, and I don't really feel like that much effort is going to this. It's just like, oh, we see it's at a facility. I'm just not reassured. And 2 weeks ago when I made this vlog, the other tea vlog I made, I said that this was like a case and there was some improvement on the case. And it literally had to be 2 weeks ago now. I need to double check the email, but they finally said like, oh, just give us 2 more weeks. And I'm pretty sure the end cap for that 2 weeks has come and gone. Still no more information, no handbag, no nothing, just an email being like, oh yeah, it's gonna be ready in 2 weeks. I honestly don't even believe them anymore. I'm really just so frustrated, and I know my mom is really upset. I mean, it's not something that she's like crying about. It's not something that she's like just wringing her hands about every day, but you just know when it's like a nice gift. It's something that somebody gave you that's important to you and it's just missing. It's agitating to say the very least. So I don't even know what to do anymore. I am really at my wit's end. It's like Black Friday week right now, so I really hate to go to the mall and especially try and like ask about some kind of obscure situation. I'm sure the employees have enough on their hands to worry about this week, but I am really totally at my wit's end. I feel like they should have offered to do something, you know, like I feel like there should be some kind of better system in place, some kind of better customer service when you are springing for such a high dollar item that nobody really needs. You know, nobody really needs a designer handbag. You only buy it because it's something you really, really want. It's something you really, really like. Or in theory, it's supposed to be a higher quality item. You know, that's always the reason that they give, besides like, you know, fashion and designer stuff. You know, the reason they always give why the items are so expensive is because they're made of such amazing high quality stuff that's gonna last you forever. Which, to me, I'm just like, why you lying? It didn't even last a year. I just had to tell somebody. I'm so frustrated. I really hope we get this handbag back. I'm just kind of like, did some kind of lemony snicket like sneak in the middle of the night and make off with this handbag and it actually got stolen and they just don't want to tell us this? I mean, that's really what it feels like at this point. Feels like it's gone. Feels like it's never coming back. Somebody send help, I'm going crazy. I will definitely keep you guys updated with what's going on. If I get this bag back, I will be sure and post a picture of it on Instagram or on Snapchat so you guys know that there's some kind of resolution to this. Pretty much if it doesn't come back to us, probably honestly before Christmas, I'm maybe gonna have to go and get a little bit more confrontational. I am like not a outwardly confrontational person. Like if somebody does something that upsets me or if I'm angry about a situation, like most of the time I just get like really angry inside and then I go home and I cry about it. But I'm not like the type of person that's gonna like get in somebody's face at a store and be like, why, and like yell and be really crazy. I'm not like that. But at this point I am very irate and agitated and very frustrated. So maybe just be cautious. I don't know what the moral of the story is here. I don't feel like everybody's gonna like run out and buy a Prada bag, so beware. But I'm just kind of saying like this is not at all like the kind of customer service I was expecting from a company like this, and it's also not the kind of quality I was expecting from a company and from an item like this. So I'm just kind of like disappointed on all fronts, and I don't know, excuse my rants, but I feel much better now just telling you guys about it. So thank you so much for being my shoulder to cry on and my listening ear, and I hope this didn't agitate any of you too much. That's what's going on. That's the case I was talking about. Thank you for listening again. I feel like I can never say that enough. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Rant. Have you ever had a really horrible or stupid retail experience? I know I've made a couple rant videos a long time ago about like Forever 21 and about Sephora, I even think, and now about Prada. I don't know, I just want to make another rant now, like in general. I have something else I want to rant about too, so maybe next week we'll just have a series of rants. I think it's the holiday season. It makes me feel more stressed out. Does it do that to anybody else? It's like you're like excited and also like really just stressed out all the time. I never know what to get anybody. I never know what to buy for anybody. I'm just like, I don't know. It's the holiday season. Just keep the gingerbread lattes coming. That's all I can say. Commiserate down below. Tell me something frustrating. Tell me an agitating retail experience. We can all read it together in the Swamp Family and just commiserate in the comments section down below. It'll be fun. It'll be good. Welcome to the party. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.